In this tutorial, we're going to cover channels. Channels or local channels allow you to embed resources within them and then take the channels and assign them into screen divisions. We're also going to cover the different properties that you can set within channels. So we'll go ahead and switch to campaigns and make some more room here. And you see that right now I have three channels. I have my blue channel, my green channel, and my red channel. And these channels are already assigned and color coded on my screen division, as you can see right here below. Now if I'm not happy with this configuration, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and right click on my screen division and delete this. And I'll go ahead and drag in a new screen division. And go ahead and drag in a different screen division right after that. And next I can start assigning the channels. So I'll simply select the screen division and start assigning the channels by dragging and dropping them into the regions where I want them to play in. And to review the setup, we basically are going to play this screen division for the first 30 seconds, and afterwards we're going to play this type of screen division. You can see that my blue channel is first assigned in this region right here, and then it's going to go ahead and switch over to a different configuration in the screen division. So you can see it's pretty straightforward to add channels and assign them. Now if I wanted to, I can click on the plus sign right here and add a brand new channel, a local channel. And you see right now the light blue channel is not assigned anywhere. So I can go ahead and select my screen division 3 and assign this channel and swap it out with the red. So now the light blue is going to swap out with the red channel. And this new channel assignment is now indicated as a color coding assignment right here on my screen division. And I don't have any resources yet on my light blue channel, so let's go ahead and add some resources. This is a fairly narrow screen division, so we're going to put news RSS right here. And for the first 30 seconds, we are going to play. Double click on it to load up the properties. So we're going to set health news for the first 30 seconds. And we're going to set this as horizontal and increase the font size and the color. And we'll go ahead and set this second resource also as RSS news, but we'll go ahead and set a different feed. Go ahead and set an entertainment feed. So it's going to play the health news for the first 30 seconds and then switch over to the entertainment news. Go ahead and set this also as horizontal. A different color. So now we'll go ahead and review some of the properties you can set on each channel. So let's go ahead and select this first blue channel by clicking this area right here. And then this loads up the properties right here. Now the different properties you can set are the random order, repeat to fit, and the respect content length. You can also rename the channel and change the color. So first let's go ahead and change the color of the channel. Go ahead and select a different shade of green. And we'll go ahead and change or rename the channel to my first channel. And now we can go ahead and talk about the different properties you can set here. Now the random order checkbox allows you to run all the resources that reside within the channel in a complete random order on every single playback of the timeline. This keeps the content more fresh and more entertaining to the audience, because you don't know what's going to come out next. So imagine if we place a lot of different resources here. Go ahead and switch to my resources and start putting some images. Now by allowing this, again I'll go ahead and select my channel, and by allowing this random order checkbox to be on, these images and all the resources here on this timeline will play the complete random order on every single playback. And again, this keeps the content more fresh and more entertaining to the viewer. Now notice that I have a gap right here, and of course I can stretch the content and move it over to fill that gap. But imagine if you have a lot of different gaps on the timeline, this can be quite time consuming to fill all these gaps. So you have this button right here, the remove spacing, and if you click on it, it would automatically remove all the spaces and bring all the resources closer together. Next, we'll cover the repeat to fit. Right now I got 5 resources laid out on my timeline, and these 5 resources will play. When they reach the last resource, which is a flash video, if I go ahead and double click on this, you can see that right now it is set to auto rewind. So the way things are set up right now, it's going to hit the last resource, this flash video, and it's going to continue and play in a loop until the end of the timeline. But that's not what I want. What I would like to do is I would like to play these 5 resources, play the last video only for about 5-6 seconds, but until we reach the 30th second, and then I would like to continue and start and play the first resource all over again. So in order for me to do that, I can just click on my first channel and enable repeat to fit. So this will allow me to continue and play this chunk of resources throughout the duration of the timeline without having me drag and drop every single resource again and again onto the channel. The respect content length as of current release only works on videos and video related components like media RSS. So again, by default it's enabled, and it means that the system will respect whatever length we tell the video to play. So if, for example, I set this video CM30 to start on the 30th second and stop at 1 minute, the system will respect that and play this video exactly for that duration, regardless of how long or how short this video is, because again, this is enabled. However, if I take this off, now even if I put this video at, let's say, only several seconds, because this checkbox is disabled now, the system will not respect what I told it to play as, and it's actually going to play this video to completion. If this video, for example, is 1 minute and 40 seconds, it's going to play this video for exactly 1 minute and 40 seconds, regardless of how short or how long I put it on the timeline. Now, if you think about it, this is quite powerful, because now when you drag video resources onto the timeline, you don't have to worry about their length. Simply take off this checkbox and the videos are going to play for the full duration. Of course, if you're going to switch to another timeline, then the video is going to stop and all bets are off. But as long as you're playing within the timeline and have this checkbox as off, then videos are going to play to completion. Now, this feature really shines when you're talking about media RSS, because with media RSS you really have no idea how many videos you're dealing with, and you definitely don't know the length of each single video when you're building the timeline. So if I switch over to components and go, for example, for a media RSS resource and double click on that and go ahead and disable the sound, you see that right now I have a whole bunch of videos that are going to download from CNN, and these videos again are going to have a completely random length to them. Some videos can be several minutes, some videos can be even longer than that. I don't know the length of each video. So again, by going to this channel properties and making sure that respect content length is off, now all the videos that are associated with this media RSS are going to play to completion within the length of this particular timeline. Now this wraps up this video. Next, you should check out the comment channel, which is a very powerful feature of the system. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.